Alright guys, we have the proper gimbal today. Back to the proper camera, but my voice is gone. So day 11, 5k every day. So 30-day challenge. This is day 11. So starting it off slow. It's Saturday morning here in Southeast Asia, about 7 a.m. May the 3rd. And yeah, this is day 11, so let's see. Feeling a bit tense, muscles tense, a bit fatigued, but try our best. So the machine is just doing some walking for about 200 meters. So I'll finish at 5.2. It's very hot and humid today. A lot of rainy season has started. Feels a bit like Singapore, Kuala Lumpur type weather at the moment. Here in Cambodia. So just heading 500 kilometers. Sorry, meters, not kilometers. Crazy. And pretty sweaty. It's pretty tough. BPM 144. Speed is 7.5, incline 3%. So very light. So really starting to perspire. Heart rate is 150. So guys, I must say this one is super tough. My legs are really tense and sweating buckets, super hot. So humid today. I think this is the toughest one yet. Not enough rest, recovery time. Really pushing it. But the good news is there's one new subscriber. So we've gone global, gone viral. That's just for some of the audience of the 3 people who have any irony. Some people don't understand irony, so just ignore me. They say that sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, but I disagree sometimes. But I need something to get me through. Everything's so painful. Knees, calves. Let's see. We will get there, but slowly. So BPM 135, so lower end of the cardio zone, and just going very easy, 5.5 kilometers per hour, and we've just gone over the kilometer mark, 1.2 kilometers. But sweating like I don't know what, it's dripping off me. I normally say the first 1 to 2 kilometers is the toughest, so I have to eat those words today. I literally feel like throwing in the towel stuff. All right, nearly 1.5 kilometers. I think we're starting to clear the clouds a bit. Trying a new lens today from DJI. Looks okay. I just wish they were stackable. So I got a lens protection. Some of their cameras have no yeah, I find it difficult to believe, but they've no like sapphire glass and they're not scratch resistant. I asked the question very innocently on Reddit, but it seemed like an army of trolls were like that are paid to respond. They started saying, oh, you should buy the action camera, blah blah blah. I kind of agree, but this camera quality is better, apart from the lack of lens protection. So anyway, I bought a lens protector, but you can't stack. It blocks the magnet from other lenses. I'm sure they'll fix it. I hope they do. Because basically you can't protect the lens and use some of the other lenses, which I normally do. So ND filters, etc. So on the control panel here, it's nearly 2 kilometers, but we have to deduct 200 meters. But I think today was the toughest day. Just super hot, no energy. I'm not sure if it's smart doing 30 consecutive days. It's not. I should do a rest day. But I need more views, guys. So please subscribe. If you're watching, like. There's a dislike button too. You can do that. My care factor is less than 0. It's all views and engagement. So guys, as you just tuned in, just sharing some of my fitness workouts, doing cardio. This is a 30-day challenge, 5K every day. Trying to share like a positive content message. More kind of get off the couch type message. Stop watching Netflix, stop playing games, do something. I've been running for a very long time, and not today. I've actually been only running for 24 minutes. But I mean in general, it's a very important skill and tool you can use just to get through many things. It's very good. I think everybody should be like fit, healthy. Actually, a really cool app. I like to use a sports class pass. I used it a lot in Thailand to go around different gyms, Virgin, some others. I don't want to give promotion to other gyms at the moment, but yeah, it's good for different classes. I done jiu-jitsu, some kind of some sort of meditation group. It was like different, very interesting, using a Tibetan belt. But yeah, lots of like jiu-jitsu, gym sessions. So I really like that app for health and fitness. The other big app I use is obviously Fitbit, but I need to upgrade my tracker, and I use Nike Run Club. I was a very early adopter. I used to use the little kind of those little widgets you put in your foot, in your shoe, to track your runs. Using those. Then obviously with smartphones today, you don't need that. But Nike Run Club start pissing me off because they don't integrate with Fitbit. So it's a bit crap. So I don't use it as often. But those are my current top 3 apps for fitness. And I used to use MyFitnessPal, but it's too time consuming to measure. You basically have to track all of your food manually. So way too manual. But I tried it for about 6 months. It's pretty good, but it takes up too much time. You have to scan like products you're using. Too much. It's pretty smart actually. It can pick up like the different food products you're eating. It has a huge database. Something I was quite enthusiastic about was the crypto, where you get paid to run or step, but I think it's a scam. It's basically impossible to cash out. I think the problem with crypto is that it's still not solving any day-to-day issues, like as effectively as kind of some of the more nerdy and loud people in the community tend to promote. Like transaction fees are too high. You can't pay for anything with Bitcoin. And I think DeFi was a farce. Personally, I tried about 50 or more startups. I invested a small amount just to see what it was like, and basically your capital gets locked in and trapped. So why would you put in more if you can't even get out small amounts. So that was my experience. So it really needs to mature. But I'm still very positive about crypto. I just think you need more adults in the room and better use cases. There's like basically the blind leading the blind. You need some real knowledge of business and technology to bring it together. But you've got people who don't know. They know one end and they know the other end, but in the middle there's a big gap. And to me, I see the kind of techie people kind of over-influencing a lot of the business side of things. But like I said, it will improve. So 50% done, 2.5 kilometers. So I'm really gonna have to hydrate significantly today. I think I've lost about 1 liter in sweat so far. Alright, so BPM 146, slowly creeping up. So nothing explosive that I saw in the past few days. But then again, I'm not traveling, I'm not running so fast right now. I really want one of those treadmill office machines where I can do my work, have my laptop set up and just run rather than sit. I've seen them actually, they're pretty cool. A bit extreme. So I'm just looking at the clock, nearly 3 kilometers, approaching 35 minutes. So the goal wasn't speed today, still building that foundation, and technically should be a rest day today. But just pushing through for the sake of these videos. So if you've just joined in, this is 5k every day, and it's day 11. So far so good. And we are just nearly 60% way through today's session. Slower pace today, about 5.5, and an incline of 3%. So we've just hit the 3 kilometer mark, 3.2, and pick up the speed. So going at about 6.5 BPM is 144, 145. So just in mid cardio zone. So after the 2-3 kilometers, everything starts to loosen up a bit. So feeling a bit more fluid. Very stiff today. A lot of tension. Definitely need a recovery day. So guys, if you're still watching or if you've just joined, please like and subscribe. Just starting this. I need to bump up the let's get pushing with more subs, more views. Not enough at the moment. Just started, so I'm realistic. I'm not expecting like explosive numbers. I know how the YouTube algorithm works. And we'll need to keep pushing. Generally speaking, this type of content is not the most popular. Mostly finance and travel segments. I'm not one of those crazy streamers who just like kind of tend to like bomb someplace, like like a stream bomb, like they just do like, I mean that figuratively speaking, like they come to a location and then thousands of people are like just showing up, which is like a mob. So a lot of streamers have these like mobs. I still don't get it, but it is what it is. But this isn't one of those. This is my personal runs. But yeah, so it's seeing some growth. More viewers every day, which is good. Started 0, went from 5. I have respect for some of those YouTube guys. It's a lonely road. It took some of them 5 years to build up that audience. I don't think many will admit that, but that's the truth. So 155, 156 BPM. And 3.5 kilometers done. Alright guys, so pushing through, starting to feel a bit better, but really tense today. So it's Saturday morning here in Southeast Asia, 7:44, very overcast, a lot of raining last night. So I'm glad I got my proper camera back. I had to change the last one. Kept stopping every like 5 minutes. I do like the iPhone Pro quality camera, but there's not enough storage for high quality footage. If you're shooting in log, for example. So just approaching 4 kilometers. My knees today are not great. I've done stretching, but I think recovery is important. Alright guys, so just reached 4 kilometers. I'm gonna slow it down. My legs are feeling very strained. So I'm just going to go at a lower pace, finish it off. I'm not going to be a hero today. So very difficult finish, 80% done, but knees are very, very strained. So just going at 5.5 kilometers per hour and about 4.2 kilometers done in terms of distance, and it's about 3% incline BPM. Yeah, I got one of those annoying updates. It's 132 BPM. So just in cardio zone. I might just clock in all the distance on the machine. Even though I was walking at the start. But I am at 4.5 on the machine. But yeah, I have to admit this is the toughest one today. So a bit lower speed today, guys. It's really crushing me as opposed to me crushing it. 140 BPM, still respectable. And yeah, about 4.5 kilometers, so 500 meters to go. All right, guys, the camera stopped, actually overheated. It's getting so hot, the camera overheated. So we're about 200 meters to go. So that's it, we're nearly finished. The last time I saw a DJI camera overheat was under the direct sun at midday. Like I said, in direct heat. Now is not direct heat, but it's super hot. I mean, it's not direct sun. It's very like overcast. But it's a very kind of dead heat. Quite intense. So the machine actually says 5 kilometers, but just baking in the 200 meters. Even though I don't feel like it, just want to finish. Today was definitely one of those filler runs, not a killer run. I usually like to be all killer, no filler, but definitely a filler run today. Just completely finished. I like that phrase, all killer, no filler. Alright guys, done. 5.2, so finished. Thank God it's Saturday, not Friday. So about 8 a.m. here, just finished starting the day. So thanks for watching. If you're still here, please like and subscribe. See you again.